Julie's back from the St. Paul Hotel. Julie's back from the St. Paul Hotel. I always like to give a plug because the St. Paul Hotel, it's just, if you guys need a great staycation, go there. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
We have great questions today, so I want to get to as many as we can. Donette wrote to us on Facebook. She asked, if you can't remember someone or their name, should you say something or pretend you know? That's a great question.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, it happens to all of us where we see somebody, we should know their name, and we're like, oh my word. So here's 3 things, once again, you can do. Start out by introducing yourself. Good to see you again. Julie Frantz with Everyday Etiquette.
Yeah.
Then if you're with somebody, and of course you should know their name. So when I'm with my husband, I go, good to see you again. Have you met my husband, Gary? Now, my husband knows that I don't know their name. Yes.
I do this too!
Yes. And so then he'll say, nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Yeah.
Well, of course he didn't catch the name because I didn't know it. So then give them a gift, give them your name, and then the third thing you can do is say, I remember our conversation. I am so sorry. I'm just totally blanking on your name. And just admit that you've forgotten their name.
I have a code that I say with my best friends if someone's approaching and I don't remember them. I say a word. I have a secret word, and they know to step in and do that.
Exactly. Just introduce yourself.
Yep. Next is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. She asks, is it acceptable for people to throw themselves a baby shower or for a second or third child? Also, do you bring a gift to a gender reveal party?
Well, regarding gender reveal party, kind of in the category with an engagement party, this is not necessarily a gift. It's more a celebration. You're sharing some very happy news. So it's not kind of something that you would bring a gift for if you don't want to. If you really want to, of course you can, but it's typically not done.
Okay.
Now, as far as can you host a baby shower for yourself, you should never have a bid for gifts. But what you can do is that you can say, from 3 to 5, I would love for you to stop over and sip and see. And in this case, we're not sipping wine, we're going to sip tea, okay? So you can stop by, see the baby, have a cup of tea, and then be on your way. Once again...
Can we do the wine, though, Julie?
Well, the mom probably would like to do the wine. Yeah,
if it's like the 3rd or 4th baby, I'm going to need something.
Tea.
I'm going to need something to motivate me to get there. Next one, Deborah. I know it's a breach of etiquette, but how do I handle this? In-laws telling me via email how much their granddaughter is expecting for her good grades.
Thanks for sharing that information. Click. And can I just bring up this point? Never, unless you want to ruin a relationship, don't be telling other people how to spend their money. That is dangerous ground. Don't say, we're planning this, you have to pitch in this much, you've got to do this or give your child this much. Don't be doing that because it'll ruin relationships. Mind your own business. You want to give that grandkid money? Go for it. But don't be telling other people how much to give.
I couldn't agree with you more. Janie asks, how soon is too soon to leave an evening party? I love an early bedtime. Janie and I could be friends.
Yes, absolutely. I think first going into the event, always give them a heads up and say, as you know, I have a very early start to my day, would love to come, but the rule of protocol is you should stay 1 hour after dinner has been served so it doesn't look like you're dining and dashing.
Okay, 1 hour. Before we get to the next one, I want to, because I don't want to run out of time. I bring them up so much that I want some resolution for you and the viewers. I bring up these demon children that were on my flight.
And I wanted to ask about it.
The demon children that were on my flight. The little girl put her nasty feet on the monitors. Were tripping people, throwing their garbage on the floor. This happened through the entire 5-hour flight. What should I have done?
Well, first of all...
And the parents sat by and watched this happen.
And whose fault is this, really? It's the parents. Manners are actively taught and they're modeled. So when I see what you call a demon child, usually you can see the mom on there on the phone totally oblivious that chaos is running all over the place. And so first of all, what you can do is give a glance to the mom. If she's just in, La La Land, forget it. If the child is truly disrupting people, then you need to call the stewardess over and say, look, this is really bothering me.
Needs to be removed.
Right. But they need to say something. Now, I have learned this on long flights, okay? Because you know what, people? flying is not for the faint of heart anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, when many, many years ago, first flight, it was glamorous, it was so much fun, there was protocol, there was decorum. It's out the window.
Yeah.
And so now it's every man for themselves. So I make sure I have, earphones, neck pillow, things, and I'll tell you one other little thing I do. Bring a little hanky with some nice smells on it, because I'm telling you, people eat food and bring food that stinks to high heaven, and you're stuck. You're stuck. And so
the hanky wouldn't have helped me with the children of the corn, let me tell you. One more question Lindsay asked. As a single lady, I don't ask about my friends' marriages, so why do people ask about my dating status?
Right.
It's kind of rude, right?
Right.
That's a good question.
Right. So we've talked about this before. Never exchange rude with rude, but you smile and you say, why do you ask? And by the way, how's your family? And you just, again, change the subject. You do not have to ever answer a question that is inappropriate. But again, don't be rude. Maybe they're just caring, but they don't know how to really show it through asking you questions. Yeah. So again, I've learned, I always just say, why do you ask? I get asked all the time, how much do you weigh? What size clothes do you wear? How tall are you?
Seriously?
Yeah. And so I just look and say, why do you ask? And then just go on to another subject. I'm certainly not going to turn around and go, by the way, how much do you weigh?
Yeah. Well, I had an Aunt Betty Lou that throughout my teenage years and throughout my early adult would always go in front of everybody, would be like, why doesn't, is Jason dating any girls? Why isn't Jason dating any girls? And I got so sick of it one day, we were at a family gathering and I was in a mood. And she goes, Jason, why aren't you dating right now? And I go, because I am as gay as a picnic basket. And then that ended it right there. Give it up for Julie Frantz, everybody. Check out her socials.
Did she pass out?
I was never invited back to Betty Lou's. Check out her social skills for success camp. This is great right there. It's at the St. Paul Hotel on July 31st for kids 8 to 15. And for that family on that plane, I'll pay for you to go to that class. For more information, head to stpaulhotel.com.